Hello everyone, my name is Abdoul Diallo and today I'm going to be talking about the code of ethics in engineering. So you are a brand new engineer, you are licensed and you are ready to apply your knowledge into the field. However, engineering is a domain that involves the public's interest in the public safety. As a result, we as engineers are required to follow a certain set of fundamental rules in order for us to achieve our projects efficiently and safely. Because as a matter of fact, not following these fundamental rules can potentially lead us to legal issues and legal troubles, which is something that we absolutely want to avoid. So what is a code of ethics? A code of ethics is a guide or it is a list of fundamental principles designed to maintain professionals conduct their business in all honesty and integrity. So a code of ethics creates certain values and outline to a professional's activities. In other words, a code of ethics is knowing the difference between what you are, what rights do you have in a certain project, and what will be the right thing to do. So the code of ethics in engineering is managed and governed by the NSPE, which is the National Society of Professional Engineers. It is an inclusive and non-technical association or organization whose main goal is to maintain the respect and the recognition of the code of ethics in engineering. So because as I was saying earlier, engineering is a domain that involves the public's interest and the public safety. It is a domain that has a direct impact on people's life. So it will be absolutely crucial for engineers to follow these fundamental principles while conducting their business. So the code of ethics presented by the NSPE can be broken down into three main parts. The first part will be the fundamental canons. This section states the moral obligations of an engineer in the engineering world. The second section will be the rules of practice. This section is a guide for engineers on how to conduct their activities. It highlights legal obligations for engineers and it provides engineers information on what will be allowed and what will not be allowed. The last section and the third section will be professional obligations. This section brings up the civil obligations of an engineer in a society. It encourages engineers to be involved in the public area development. So the part that really caught my attention in the code of ethics will be the professional obligations, because it is a sort of conclusion to the code of ethics, and it is a sort of summary of what we should really be doing in engineering. So the professional obligations states that engineers should at all times strive to serve the public interest. So this means that we should always be desiring to provide, advancements in the public's area. It also states that engineers should participate in civil affairs and work for the advancement of the community. This statement is very similar to the first one. It says that we should always be involved in the in uplifting the community, in making the community better every day. So the third statement that this section gives us is that we should never sign plans that are not conform to our standards. So if we do have a plan of a project with a client and this plan does not answer to our standards or do not answer to our criteria, we should never sign it, no matter what they will be ready to give us, or no matter if they would give us a settlement on the side. We should just never accept it because it is not conform to our standards. So the fourth point that this section is giving us here is that we should always try to extend the public knowledge. We should always try to bring our contribution to the public knowledge by bringing our researches or our discoveries. We should always try to improve the public knowledge. The fifth statement that this section is giving us is that we should always try to protect the environment. In this sentence, they want to say that, you know, we should always try to conduct our businesses in such a way that it is the best way that we can build stuff while you know, protecting the environment. Or we should try to, you know, get the materials that are favorable to the environment. And the last sentence, or the last message here from the professional obligation sections, is that we should always continue our professional development to our careers. So this means that we should always try to keep learning. We should always try to improve our engineering skills. Even when we are already professional engineers, we should try to get to know more every time we can. So this right here will be the end of my presentation. I would like to sincerely thank you for watching this video, and for more information on the NSPE, or for more information on the Code of Ethics presented in engineering, a link is provided right here. Thank you.